This is my first video blog. I thought I would start to do this as a way to share some of my insights, give you updates on my writing, give reviews on books that I've been reading, interview other authors, and also to share some moments that I've had with God and insights that I've been gaining. I also hope this will be a great way to be able to interact with you. I would love to hear from you, hear what you're thinking, your reactions to what I'm sharing, talking about. I would love to hear what you're up to as well. So many of you know that I lost my husband last year to cancer, and as a result of that, there's been a lot of changes in my life. I've been writing about that in my latest manuscript. It's called The Hard Road Home, and I'm expecting to release it late 2017, early 2018. It has been really a difficult time, and I've learned a lot of lessons. Some of them have been painful, but some of them have been bittersweet in the sense that they have been helpful and have taught me how to enjoy life more. Isn't that ironic that something so hard, that death can bring maybe more life to my day-to-day life? And that's what I've been finding, is that this has been a stretching experience, and I've learned a lot about myself, and I also learned a lot about how to live life a little differently. So one of the things God's been challenging me around is the degree that I live in the future, that I don't really enjoy the present moment as well, that I'm actually living for the weekend or living for the vacation. Maybe I'm living for retirement. Some imaginary future point that actually hasn't occurred. And what I've discovered is that the future is actually a fantasy. It doesn't really exist, that all that exists is this moment. So what do you live for? What kinds of events in the future do you wait and can't hope for? I know for me, some of them have been maybe vacations or maybe retirement. One of the dreams Brad and I had is that in retirement that we would visit a different city each year, spend several weeks there and fully explore it. Ironically, that won't happen. It'll be some kind of different retirement plan that I'll have in the future. But it felt real when I made those plans. I could almost imagine being there. I could almost imagine what it would feel like and the places I would visit, and it felt very real. But what I've discovered is that it didn't actually exist. It was just a fantasy. God has been teaching me a little bit more what he meant in the Gospel of Matthew when he said, for us to seek first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things will be added unto us, and that for we're to let tomorrow take care of itself. Someone recently reminded me that God's name, that as he gave it to Moses, is I am. And isn't that interesting that God's very name is a present moment? It's a present name. He is the God in this moment. Yes, he's a God who was and is and will be, but his name is present, this moment, I am. And so I've been really learning more how to live in this moment and not miss the moment by living in the future. Some of the ways I do this is I really try to soak up being with people and enjoy their presence when I'm with them. When I take a walk, I notice the world around me, the rainy days, the blustery ones. I pay attention to the flowers or the stillness. I even pay attention to my emotions. You know, sometimes that's very painful. They're not always fun. Sometimes I'm worried or I'm angry or life is really sad. But I try to experience the moment and realize that this moment in time is a gift. It's a gift from God. So what kinds of things do you think that you would be experiencing if you lived more in the present moment as well? And what things get in the way of you enjoying this moment? What kinds of things do you find yourself living for that makes you forget that all we really have is this moment in time? Well, it's been fun sharing this with you, and I look forward to hearing from you, and thank you for joining me today.